Well, I hope you're enjoying this very special day in Australian sport. VFL Grand Final day. We're one quarter into the reserves and the atmosphere really starting to build here at the MCG. If you've just joined us, good afternoon yet. No, still good morning. It's been a very long morning, I can tell you that. A 5-point lead victory to North Melbourne in the under-19s over Richmond, and it's a 5-point lead for St Kilda at quarter time in the reserves. Jeff Leake with me and Bernie Quinlan. Fair reflection, do you think, chaps, on the first quarter's play?
Yes, well, Carlton did start off well. They had most of the play in the first 10 minutes, but after that they struggled a little bit. St Kilda with plenty of determination and desperation, and they're a fairly young and enthusiastic side, and they fought their way back into it with Peter Budge up on that forward line playing havoc. He kicked 2 goals, 2 for the quarter, and
well, we had 4 goals, 6 up there, 30. The scoreboard has 4-5-29 for St Kilda, but we'll stick perhaps with the scoreboard. But John Peter Budge, the major goal kicker, and he perhaps the only man that really knew what he was doing shooting for goals at that end. But as you said, Bernie, it was the Blues who got underway, and they had some spearheads to aim for up forward.
Yeah, well, OG, of course, with his senior experience, did well up on the forward line early, but St Kilda really managed to get on top. They managed to also get the ball out of the middle, which is, of course, very important, and gave their forwards the first use of the ball.
And Bernie, you see some of the stars haven't had much football this season. With Wayne Harms playing well for Carlton. Oja, who had a better year last year, was saying, than this year with the seniors, is playing well. Peter Budge, and maybe we can throw in Cork Amelis for St Kilda, and what about number 20, young Mark Dwyer?
Yeah, well, there's plenty of senior experience out there, and that's what happens when, of course, with Carlton, of course, playing with the seniors in the main game. There's plenty of players with senior experience. There's another one, Road. That was a bad loss for St Kilda when Garrett, that's right. Garrett was carried off with, I think it was an ankle.
He started pretty well too.
Yeah. There's the stats, pretty even there in the kicks. St Kilda 42, Carlton 41. Marks pretty even. Free kicks very even. Handballs to the Saints just up 16-12. The rucks are very even, and scoring shots 10-9 in favour of the Saints. So a very even first quarter all round.
Well, the umpires for this game are Gavin Dorr and Michael Snedden. I thought Gavin Dorr might have been an outside possibility for the senior game. The games I've seen him umpire this year, he's done very well. But he wasn't in the squad of 3. And just a little bit of a delay before we recommence, because Garrett has been taken off on a stretcher into the dressing room. So obviously we won't see any more of him today. And there we go. And, oh, he may have broken a leg. He looks to have it in an inflatable splint there.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
That's
a terrible way to finish the season.
Very sad.
Yeah. They had his boot off fairly quickly. His boot it might have been an ankle, and taping or removing the tape. Yeah, what a way to go if it is. I hope it's not for the youngster.
It's not an injury you see too much in Australian football, the broken leg. It happens a lot in soccer, but well, not a lot, but more than you see in Australian football. We tend to have ligaments and cartilages and things going before the bone actually goes.
Yes, it's good that there's not a lot of those serious leg breaks. Of course, Gary Lyon missed the finals for Melbourne with a broken leg, but I think it was the first one for the year.
Centre bounce.